Alright, so it is Thursday and I didn't have a game video planned, so welcome to another build log, except it's a little different because instead of building something with the in-game settlements, I made my first mod. So let's take a look. You might notice that there's a NUKA-COLA category. That's because I have made a mod where you can craft the base NUKA-COLA drinks. Well, you know, the base including the drinks from Nuka World. So you will need the Nuka World DLC. So as you can see, we've got Nuka Cherry, NUKA-COLA. I'll just go through them and why I decided to use what ingredients I did for the recipes. So for the Nuka Cherry, I decided to base it off of the ingredients you have to use to make berry flavored chems. So an antifreeze bottle and tar berries. NUKA-COLA uses 17 different fruits in lore. I'm not gonna use 17 different fruits in game. That's crazy. Purified water. I use that because I find that it's easier, in my game at least, to find purified water than it is dirty water. Silt beans, you know, to stand in for the cocoa beans, and sugar bombs. And I didn't add any unique items, so I worked within the limitations of what already exists. NUKA-COLA Dark, that one was easy. It's NUKA-COLA and rum. That is literally what it is in game, in lore. So NUKA-COLA Orange, like the cherry, I followed how you'd make orange flavored chems. I did include wine because I was reading up on the NUKA-COLAs, and Nuka Orange, part of its flavoring comes from a pure brandy mixture, and you know, the closest thing to brandy in game is wine, so I used wine. NUKA-COLA Quantum, that's kind of self-explanatory. You add nuclear material. NUKA-COLA Quartz was kind of... it was hard to make that one unique. I ended up going with vodka and purified water on top of the NUKA-COLA base, as well as sugar bombs, because when NUKA-COLA Quartz was created, part of its defining feature was the crystallized sugar flakes in it. And so I figured, you know, we'll add more sugar to it to give it sort of that more clear look. And obviously this doesn't work in real life, but this is Fallout. I added vodka, give it a little bit of a bite, and then the water is to water down the alcohol. NUKA-COLA Victory. Now this one was interesting. So it's supposed to taste like, you know, America basically. So I took inspiration from real life Mountain Dew, the Mountain Dew USA, or sorry, it's the Dew SA flavor, which is a combination of 3 different Mountain Dew flavors. And so I decided to base NUKA-COLA Victory off of Dew SA. And let me just look that up real quick. So Dew SA, when it was released, was a mixture of Voltage, Code Red, and Whiteout. Now Voltage is it's kind of like a blue raspberry grape flavored Mountain Dew. White Voltage, or Whiteout rather, is like kind of a citrusy, lemony flavor, and Code Red is, well, it's cherry. It's the only Mountain Dew besides Baja Blast Freeze I'll drink. Anyway, so I decided to combine the recipes for Nuka Cherry and Nuka Grape, as well as throw in Deezer's Lemonade to, you know, mimic that Dew SA flavor. NUKA-COLA Wild. Now this one was hard because I had thought about using thistles because root beer is a very root-based soda, and NUKA-COLA Wild doesn't even have that cola taste, so you can't use NUKA-COLA in it. I ended up going with Fever Blossoms and Razor Grains, as well as twice the sugar bomb content. The reasoning behind that is because the sugar bombs are melted down into molasses. I know that's not quite how it works in real life, but it is what it is. So the thistles, I wasn't even sure if they grew back or not, but I knew Fever Blossoms grew back. And if you have the Nuka World expansion and you choose not to do some of the quests, then Fever Blossom has no use. So I gave it a use. And then of course there's Nuka Grape. This one also, in-game, like canon, does not taste like Nuka-Cola. It's just a grape-flavored soda with the Nuka branding. So I did the grape chem flavor thing. Hub flowers and whiskey. And that's pretty much it. This is part of a bigger expansion I want to make that I'm working on, called NUKA-Land. It's kind of ambitious for somebody who's never modded before, but let me give you a peek at something I've been working on. And it's not too terribly exciting because, I just started this. Been using the creation kit. And just give it a moment to load. So, the idea for this little expansion I'm making is it's going to take place in the Nuka world because I feel like Nuka world is underutilized. And I do realize that what I'm about to show may seem lame in comparison to fully fledged mods or even mods made by other people, but I'm proud of what I've done so far. And like I've said, it's nothing impressive. So you can see the name Nuka Condos. So I do plan on adding a new location. Oops, hold on. There we go. Yeah, I had to fix the door because sometimes it'll glitch like that. And, it's nothing impressive. But, I've created a room that wasn't in the game before. And I've linked it to the pre-existing game world. Very basic stuff. But I'm excited. It gives me something to work on. And yeah. So we'll see you on Sunday with a Menu Heroes Digest. And until then, stay cool.